This is my AI Eugene Schwartz. I end up with this landing page, generated only using anything in less than 7 minutes. What if you could build a high-converting SaaS landing page using a $200 million copywriting psychology, just by sending a simple voice note on WhatsApp? But here's the crazy part. If you comment down below your product idea, my AI system will build your landing page and reply with the link within 4 to 10 minutes. I'm that serious. I'm gonna leave an example down below and you will see how the AI responds with the landing page. So this is my AI Eugene Schwartz. I'm gonna send him a voice message to build me a new landing page for my company, CloudStation. So my product name is CloudStation. We offer a curated one-click deployment platform that replaces expensive SaaS subscriptions with powerful open-source alternatives. I'm targeting non-technical founders, and the price is going to be $69.99. We offer a 7-day free trial, and I want the team to be neobrutalist. That's it.
A few moments later.
So here's the message, here's your landing page, and I'm going to show you now what happens behind the scenes. So the whole process takes around 7 minutes because it's building and deploying the landing page. Everything starts with this webhook right here. So this is actually the evolutionapi. I set a webhook trigger for it. Whenever I receive a new message in WhatsApp, it triggers this webhook right here. If I open it, the first thing that happens is I received a message from myself, and it's an audio message. The first thing I do is I check if the message is coming from a bot. So for example, if Eugene AI answers the message, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to stop and get out of the loop. So if you can see here, if it's from me, then from me, meaning it's the same number that it's replying to. Then I just get out of the loop and I don't do anything. If it's on the other hand someone else, then I start by identifying which type of message I have received. If it's an audio message, a video message, it could be an image, or it could be just a simple text message. In this case, we used a voice note, so we're going to go through this part. I already showed in other videos how to get the information from an image, so I'm going to skip this part and I'm going to focus on the part that we are demoing today. So the first thing that happened is we get the audio. For this, we're using, again, the evolutionapi. So this is my evolutionapi instance right here. I get from the evolutionapi a base64 response, and I take that base64 response and I convert it into a binary file. If you see here that I get my base64 format right here, and I invert it using this node into a binary file. We can't see it here because it's pinned, but it does work. So after I get the binary file, I send it to Whisper AI to transcribe it. So I get the text from my voice notes, then I can send to Eugene. So here I'm just using the normal Whisper AI. I put in it the data coming from the binary, and then I get the text that I said. And the next part is I set the message. I set the message so I can send it clean to Eugene. So I have the message type, the text, some stuff that I will need in the next workflow. Next, we call Eugene, so Eugene Schwartz. So it's just another workflow that I call from here. I like to do it this way because it keeps it neat. If I ever want to update, it's easier for me to test and update my workflows just by doing it right. Okay. So here I can choose whatever AI I want to use. All right. Then Eugene is going to send me the generated landing page. So this is an old example, but it's the same thing that happened every time. And finally, I sent back the message to WhatsApp through the evolutionapi node this time. As you can see here, it's in Portuguese. So all I need is the name of the instance with the evolutionapi. Again, I'm going to show that later. The number and then the message. And that's it. I will then receive the message in WhatsApp with the landing page that I can then open. So this workflow is the one that's going to call the workflow that actually generates the landing page. So I'm going to open this workflow so we can see exactly what happens in it. 7 steps in order to actually generate the landing page at the end. It's based on Eugene Schwartz's $200 million psychology triggers. But why Eugene Schwartz? He's the godfather of direct response advertising. And he discovered that buyers have different levels of awareness about their problems. You need to talk to people differently based on how aware they are. A simple example, someone with hemorrhoids who knows they have the problem, you can say shrink hemorrhoids without surgery. But someone who doesn't even realize what's causing their discomforts, you can start with hemorrhoids. My 7 agents systematically apply his psychology to diagnose these awareness levels and create copy that matches where people are mentally. So let's see exactly what happened and which agent was triggered. I can actually reproduce exactly what happened from here using the copy to editor. So I'm just going to show you that this is exactly what we just built. So we have my product is Cloud Station, we offer blah, blah, blah. So everything that I said in the voice notes. So I'm going to copy it to the editor and I'm going to be able to rerun it from here. So the set message here is set in the message that's going to be sent to the agent to exactly what was transcribed by Whisper AI. As you can see here, product name is Cloud Station. We offer a curated blah, blah, blah. Everything that I said from me, plus from WhatsApp, etc. Okay. Then it goes through the information extractor. So this node is just to extract JSON data from the text message that I sent. So we're going to extract the product name, the product description, the target market, the main benefits, the price, the tried offer, the position strategy, and the theme. None of these are actually required, but it gives a better output if they filled. So in our case, the message that I just sent, the product name is Cloud Station. The product description, that's it. Actually, retrieved is curated one-click deployment platform that replaces expensive SaaS, subscription, etc. All of this is correct. Target market is for non-technical founders. Main benefits are lower cost than SaaS, one-click deployments of curated open source apps, pre-bundled essential tools, etc. So everything is correct. We have the price here. The trial offer is 7 days. And the position strategy is position Cloud Station as the affordable low-code alternative to expensive SaaS for non-technical founders. A curated one-click open source bundle that replicates ClickUp currently and CRM functionality without a technical overhead or high subscription cost. And the theme that I chose was neobrutalist. Okay, I'm gonna pin this one. And we can move to the next one. So here I'm just setting the fields. So the same thing that we have here, I'm just setting them so that I can copy them cleanly in the other agents. The product research detective. Agent 1 does what Schwartz spent weeks doing manually, analyzing every product detail. It takes my messy Cloud Station voice notes and extracts the real benefits, the curated bundles, one-click deployments, open source alternatives that actually matters to founders. So I'm gonna open the prompt so you can see what we actually passed to it. I'm using a JSON prompting approach here. I use JSON prompting for these agents, and here's the difference. Normal prompting is like asking AI, write me a headline. You get whatever format it feels like giving you. It could be a sentence, could be a question, it's totally unpredictable. But JSON prompting gives the AI a structured template. Now the AI has to fill specific fields with specific data types. Research shows this cuts errors by 30 to 50% and dramatically improves instruction following. For my system, it's critical. Agent 1's JSON output becomes Agent 2 perfect input, which feeds into Agent 3 and so on. Without this structure, the whole pipeline fails. With it, I get predictable, parsable data flowing through every step. So instead of doing you are a product research detective, we're just talking to AI in a JSON format. So the role, product research detective. The personality is a forensic analyst who extracts every possible claim, benefit, and vocabulary from product information. Then in the methodology, it's using deep dive analysis to build comprehensive product vocabulary for other agents. So the goal is to use these agents to give the information to second and third agents. The mandatory outputs. It has to output us the product vocabulary, all possible ways to describe the product. The core benefits, primary value proposition and outcomes, the feature claims, special capabilities and functionalities, competitive advantage, unique differentiators, proof elements, the credibility factors and trust signals, and outcome compromises, the transformation results and success metrics. These are some vocabulary rules that I put, and the output reinforcement is used here with the output parser. Okay, so the rules come with the output parser of the Agent 1. So this is basically to make output exactly what we want. I want exactly the product description. So I want a JSON format with the product description, the benefits variation. Close this one out. Here, the feature claims, outcome promise, Yeah, so a bunch of other stuff. Then the user prompt is just the input. So I give it product name, description, main benefit, target market, and the price. And here I put the required depth. So I want 5 claim mechanism pairs with curiosity and believability ratings. To create 3 power combination with primary supporting claims, build 4 curiosity builders with teasers and reveals, engineer 3 possible sounding claims that are actually true, and develop 3 mechanism variation for sophisticated audience. Schwartz, in his philosophy, is to never sell in the first headline, and create curiosity and trigger psychological behaviors. So we need to research what's my ICP psychology. What's gonna drive them to buy my product? What's gonna drive them to read through my landing page? These are some examples. These are hooks. The goal is to try to create these hooks based on actual data. So that's why this agent has the Tably research tool. Tably is a tool that's making agentic research. The AI agent by itself, for example, created these researches. So startup founders, SaaS, cost anxiety, Stripe dashboards, subscription burnout 2024. So I did multiple researches actually. So we have cloud station ranking deployment platform, open source alternative SaaS replacements. So it researches my products. And then the second one was plain app ClickUp replacement. So these were my claims. I said that it's going to be a ClickUp replacement, Calendly alternative, etc. So basically it takes every one of my claims or the description of my products and it creates claims out of them based on research. The product research detective, it gives us this output. So we have the product description, and this is not what I said. This is validated, researched. So we have the product description. So this creates a product vocabulary that is going to be used in the second and third agents. We have the benefits variations, feature claims, outcome promise, outcome claims, outcome promises, unique mechanisms, what differentiates us from our competitors, and the four benefits. We have the competitive advantage here. The next agent is this. Agent 2 is the customer psychology specialist. Agent 2 finds what Schwartz called the hidden desires, what non-technical founders secretly want but won't admit. Beyond saving money, they want to look competent, escape vendor dependency, and feel in control of their business costs. So the prompt again is a JSON prompt, and here we have the role is a customer psychology research specialist. The personality is a deep psychology profiler who understands even human desires like Eugene Schwartz. The methodology is to research cultural context, hidden desires. People live by hidden desires, imperative to know. So we want to know the demographics, hidden desires, what they secretly want but won't admit, what they embarrassed to want, their daily pain and frustrations, their transformation dreams, role models and success symbols, and what moved them to action. These are some requirements, and then the output enforcement that goes with the output cluster again, so that we make our agent give us this exact response in this exact format every time. For my use case, the demographic of my ideal customer persona is age range between 28 to 45. Gender is next. Should be college graduates plus. Technical comfort low to moderate. And business experience 1 to 5 years. So this is the secret customer avatar. We have the hidden desires here. Shameful ones. For example, for our use case, want to use expensive tools but can justify the cost to themselves or the team. Shame level high, feels financially irresponsible. And craving to look up enterprise feature but using free tier and so feeling inadequate. Or they secretly wish could hire a CTO but can't afford one and feel embarrassed. The current hell. Current hell is subscription cost anxiety, emotional states, financial dread, and here's the specific pain points that our AI agents found. Again, this AI agent is as well equipped with the same Tably research tool, and it can actually do the research by itself. And then we have the desired app. So basically, it's like we're creating a diary of what our ideal customer persona would like. Next, we have the cultural references. So the role models, success symbols, media references, etc. All of these is used for the psyche. And then we have the psychological triggers. Next, Agent 3 is the heaven and hell designer. Agent 3 creates Schwartz emotional contrast. The current hell, which is in this case juggling expensive subscriptions, the technical headaches, the budget bleeding, etc. And the desired heaven is to streamline workflow, predictable costs, hassle-free management. This emotional gap drives action. The system prompt for this agent is: the role is a position framework strategist. It is the master of dramatic contrast and emotional positioning like Eugene Schwartz. The methodology is heaven and hell framework, position customer between current hell and desired heaven with products as bridge. Then we have the approach, paint vivid picture of current painful reality, create compelling vision of desired transformation, the heaven, position product as the bridge between hell and heaven. We have some examples here: absolute agony of arthritis versus pain-free, healthy life for the next 50 years. This agent takes its inputs from the other two agents. So we have the customer psychology, which we generated in the previous one, and the product vocabulary, which was the detective agent. Then core benefits, which are actually coming from the product search agent as well. Position strategy, we send it as input, and the product name. Then we have the framework. The output parser, which looks like this. Again, this is like a diary, like the ICP is writing a diary with what's their living hell right now and what's the desired outcome would be. You wake up at 3 a.m., tribe, and you see 2,000 in monthly charges from a handful of SaaS tools, etc. The emotional impact, crippling financial dread, shaming board calls, constant anxiety that your runway will evaporate before your products, etc. Yeah, try to go back to the output. We're gonna have the hell scenarios, and then we have the heaven scenarios. So scenarios are still the confident founder commanding every technical conversation. We have the bridge statement. So a bridge statement is our product, in this case, CloudStation. So the statements in a one-click deployment engine eliminates weeks of setup and the dread of technical exposure. These are all bridge statements that we can use in the landing page later. And then Agent 4 is the claims engineering specialist. Agent 4 applies Schwartz's signature move, the impossible claims with believable mechanisms. Replace 5 expensive SaaS tools with a $69.99. It sounds crazy, but the mechanism is curated open source alternatives. It makes it credible and curious. So this agent does not have any tools, but it does have a big system prompt, JSON prompting. So this one is claim engineering specialist, master of claim mechanisms combinations, like Eugene Schwartz, who creates impossible sounding but true claims. The engine that moves copy is the contrast between claims and mechanisms, strong claims with unusual mechanisms. So I'm asking it to generate 8 claims, and the output of this one is, for example, deploy enterprise-grade software in under 5 minutes without writing a single line of code. The mechanism is one-click deployment engine with pre-configured application templates and automatic server optimizations. Curiosity rating is 9, the believability rating is 8. The proof element will be a video demonstration showing complete deployment from purchase to live applications in 4 minutes 57 seconds. These are all the claims that is created. So we have the claim mechanism pairs, and then we have the power combinations. So we have the primary claim is never pay another SaaS subscription fee for your business tools. It's actually good. The supporting claims is eliminate 12,000 in annual software costs. So this is coming from the pairs. Gain lifetime access to 20 plus enterprise applications. Remove vendor lock-in and price increase anxiety. The mechanism reveal is one-time payments model combined with curated open source alternatives that match commercial enterprise. Then we have the curiosity builders. 47 months ceiling that's secretly crushing 10,000 cloud bills. So we have all the teasers and the hooks that we can use in our landing page. The impossible claims: deploy enterprise-grade business infrastructure faster than ordering coffee. Pay less for your entire business software stack than most pay for one tool. Mechanism library. So we have the one-click deployment engine with automatic configuration. So this one is technology-based, time-based, maintenance-free, updates automation, etc. Then we have the proof elements. All of these are coming from our Tably search tool. Agent 5. Agent 5 is the SaaS headline specialist. Agent 5 adapts Schwartz headline psychology for modern buyers. Instead of long curiosity loops, it creates scannable headlines that makes busy founders stop scrolling and read the next line. So the system prompt is that you are a SaaS landing page headline specialist. Personality: Schwartz psychology, SaaS clarity, headlines for scanners who cut out at any moment. So the methodology is escape, arouse principles, give scanners instant value without reading everything. I'm asking it to give me text to 10 different headlines, appropriate with full analysis. Then the top performers, so the AI agent needs to analyze which one is going to be performing best. The output looks like this for us. So we have line and the subheader. So I made it specifically do smaller text because for landing pages it looks better. I have the headline deploy enterprise software in 5 minutes, and then the support online one-click deployment with pre-configured templates, zero coding required, pattern type, outcome plus time frame. And then we have the top performers. It shows the deploy enterprise software in 5 minutes. Why is perfect scanner score 10 out of 10 with instant time to value clarity. Busy executives immediately understand the core benefits without reading further. And the 5-minute time frame creates urgency while enterprise software establishes credibility. Bottom line reinforces the zero coding mechanism that addresses technical anxiety, etc. And then we have the conversion function, extremely high. These are all the headlines that could perform the best. As of now, I didn't actually do a human in the loop where I could actually choose which headline to take. I'm gonna do it in the next iteration of this agent. So, for example, in this case, I do prefer this one, which is stop 12K annual SaaS costs. So I think the agents chose this one, but I would have chosen this one. And then we have the landing page assembler. Agent 6 is the landing page assembler. Agent 6 structures the page using Schwartz belief building approach, guiding founders from problems they already know to solutions they need to discover, with logical steps that feel natural and not pushy. Okay, so for the system message, we have here, you are a B2C SaaS landing page assembler. Efficient assembler who uses the exact inputs from previous agents without modification. It's important because we know that the agents have done a good job at creating the copy, so we don't want this agent to be replacing what we already created. The methodology is to assemble pre-built components into clean B2C landing page structure. Then we have some rules that it needs to follow, and here is the output format. We have the headline, deploy enterprise software in 5 minutes, one-click deployment with pre-configured, etc. Then we have the value proposition section, so everything that we offer in CloudStation. Then we have the social proof, so it came and generated some social proof, but we can change that later with real proof. But the social proof is important here because it is actually using some social proof that will talk to the psychology of our ICP. So, for example, here, join 2,000 founders who stopped paying SaaS bills, and the quote is, finally feel confident in investor meeting that this actually works. So even though these are fake, but these are the testimonials that would actually speak to our ICP that we want. And then we have some trust signals, 2,000 active users, 99 uptime guaranteed, etc. Then we have the product showcase. So this is where we're gonna show, probably gonna have to change this and replace it with actual images of our software. So you can create business operation system. Here we have the description, CRM, project management, scheduling, and 17 more tools, all integrated, all yours, all for $69.99. And then we have the visual suggestions. Then we have the mid-page CTA, stop burning money on subscriptions. And then join smart founders who chose ownership over rental. Start your free trial. And then we have the FAQ section. Again, this FAQ is tailored specifically to our ICP psychology. So we're answering questions that they would answer, not just any general answers. So how is this different from other tools? You pay once, on forever. This is actually not true. This is not what I said. You pay $69.99 every month. Do I need technical skills? And then the final CTA, ready to own your business tools, start your free trial, no credit card, 7-day, etc. And then finally, our final agent. Agent 7 is the HTML builder. Agent 7 takes all the psychology and creates beautiful responsive pages with 7 predefined styles, turning Schwartz's proven psychology into modern conversion optimized HTML. Here's the system prompt. So this prompt is a bit beefier, so I'm not going to spend time reading it. If you want this whole template and the other one, plus the whole setup for the evolutionapi, subscribe to my school community. It's been free for this whole entire time. I have other agents on it, but starting now, it's going to be at $25 for the first 50 users, and then the price is going to go up. So if you want this, you know what to do. The goal of this is not to create a dynamic landing page with React elements and JavaScript, etc. I just want something that I can read the copy from, that looks good, and that I can do testing with it. It's an HTML tailwind template. I put a bunch of rules here for accessibility, etc., so that it comes out as good as possible. And the user prompt has everything from Agent 6, which is the landing page assembler, so all the sections, plus the product name, price, trial offer, and the team. So the team is not mandatory, but if you set it, I have 7 teams that are already set up. So for example, neobrutalist and dark theme, it will know how to generate those themes correctly. Then we have the implementation requirements. So pure tailwind CSS with the version, confident content fidelity. So everything from your agent 6, it should not update the copy. The design should be responsive because I'm probably going to open this on mobile. The conversation focus, it should use high conversion SaaS landing page layout. Then the section mapping, we have the hero section, the value proposition section, the social proof, product showcase, meet page CTA, urgency offer, FAQ section, and the final CTA. And the output is this HTML document, not readable by humans by any means. The step after that is to actually host this landing page somewhere. And for this, I'm using S3, which is the easiest way to host an HTML page. I'm using Min.io, deployed on CloudStation. It's an easy one-click deploy. Everything is done for you. You just need to create credentials and then send the HTML. Everything is done automatically. And then I set the output message. Here I set the landing page that is generated. So this is the H3 bucket URL, and then the buckets, and then product name. So because the AI agents thought that CloudStation is 2 separate words, it's this. The URL still works, it just looks a little bit ugly, but I could fix it and not put the name of the product here. At the end, it's in the generated URL to Eugene via WhatsApp in the Evolution API. That's it. So with that simple voice message, we end up with this landing page generated only using Anything. The most important part of this landing page is not the design, but actually the copy and how all the sections are done. The idea is to quickly iterate, quickly test, and see what works, what doesn't, and then do another one. Yeah, in less than 7 minutes, we have this. This 7 AI agent system is going to be part of my AI agents army, led by my AI chief of staff, Charlie. If you want to know more about her, check this video out.